Metroid Prime 4 got announced, dude. Can you believe it? It's real. All the haters said it wouldn't be real.
Christmas, it's only a week away.
It was 7 years ago that they announced it. We have to go fucking back.
Phazon Mines.
We have to leave the Phazon Mines again. Because I forgot the Magma Beam. And I'm pissed. I forgot the Magma Beam and I'm pissed about it.
The ultralight beam.
Because we made this whole big production about fucking going to get the X-ray visor before we needed it. And we forgot to get the fucking Magma Beam. So now we have to backtrack through all of Phazon Mines again. Something bizarre with this game specifically is I feel like I've liked this game less since I've played the remaster. Like, I played the GameCube version and I never had any problems with it whatsoever. But, like, there's details now that I notice that make me like it less on the Switch version for some reason.
Like backtracking and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, just with, like, that type of stuff. And even just, like... And I don't know if it's with this fucking, like, game spawn rate or something, but, like, getting power bombs is such a struggle for some reason in this game. I actually, because before I remembered that we needed Magma Beam, I actually got on this game off camera and went through some areas to try to get power bombs so that we could just go and blow up that shit. And we do have them now, but we have to go back anyway to get the fucking Magma Beam, so... Oh well. But yeah, dude, Prime 4 is out, and I'm hype as hell. I think something's wrong with me, though, because I was a lot less excited for it than I should have been. I think I'm just, like, jaded now. Because, like, my whole reason for living was just for waiting for that game to come out. And, I think it was because I kind of predicted that it was going to happen. The, like, announcement for it.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, the day before, I was, like... On my personal Instagram, I like to make my profile picture, like, games I'm excited for. And it was not... I didn't have it set as anything, because there weren't any games I was excited for a while. And I was thinking, I was like, I might change it to, like, the 500 caliber contracts one or something, because I guess I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Whenever that's going to come out. And I was like, but wait, there's a fucking Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and I know God will punish me for changing my profile picture to 500 caliber contracts by posting something I'd be more excited about on the Nintendo Direct. I was like, you know what, it's going to be Metroid Prime. They're going to announce that. And they did. I was right. So I think that took away some of the shock value of having it being announced. But yeah, dude, fucking... they've been teasing the villain for so long now. Because there was the DS game we're going to play. It was an online shooter game for the DS, for Metroid.
Yeah.
Called Prime Hunters. And there's a bunch of different bounty hunters that you could play as. And one of them was this guy called Sylux. And he is the main villain for Prime 4. But they teased, at the end of Prime 3, there's an ending that we're not going to get because I'm not good enough at the game to do it. Where it's almost like a Star Wars kind of scene where, like, Samus's ship flies off, and then the camera kind of pans over, and you see Sylux's ship, and he, like, follows after her. And they never did anything with that for, like, 1 million years. Because the people who made Metroid Prime were kind of tired of it, because Nintendo made them, like, make it back-to-back.
Yeah.
And so they were like, alright, we'll just do this last third one, and then we're gonna take a fucking break.
7 years later.
Yeah. So, because the people who made Metroid Prime also made Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Oh, okay.
And Tropical Freeze. Also, 2 amazing games. They're very talented people. But yeah, and even there was the Metroid Prime Federation Force, the game that everyone hates, because it had, like, a cute art style and people didn't like that. Yeah. They have an ending where they show, like, a Metroid in, like, a tube or whatever. And you see, like, a silhouette, like, kind of, like, approach it. And it looks like... Because Sylux, he has, like, big, pointy fucking shoulder blades. You can tell it's fucking him. So they're like, oh, they're still teasing it. What's he going to be doing? And you only have, like, a little bit of lore about him. There's only, like, a small amount. Because you get, like a manual, and it has, like, a few sentences about him.
Yeah.
But pretty much, he's, like... There's, like, the good guys are, like, the Galactic Federation. And he hates them very much. And... how do I do this? There we go. Powerbomb. So he hates the Galactic Federation, but all of his gear is stolen from the Federation. And all of his shit is, like, Samus, like, mock, like, rip-off shit. Like...
Bootleg.
Because he can turn into... It's not, like, really a ball, but it essentially functions the same. His armor is kind of similar. But it's also... I like the plot line of the Federation being kind of shitty people. Yeah. Like, they would totally try to, like, make their own Samus. Because Samus sometimes doesn't listen to them. So they'd want to, like, just have one that does what they fucking want them to. Or does what they want them to do. But I think it's funny that all their shit got fucking stolen by this guy. That's all of his lore, is that he hates the Federation and all his shit is stolen from the Federation. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
It's just an anarchist.
Yeah, I was really kind of hoping, which it looks like they're not going for, with I was hoping that Silex wouldn't necessarily side with the space pirates. He'd just kind of be his like own thing. Because in Prime 2, there's a lot of like opposing factions, I guess, in that game.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a lot of like chaos. Where like with Dark Samus, like in that game, Dark Samus doesn't work with the space pirates, so she kills them too. They kill her, they kill us. Like it's just kind of chaotic, but it looks like he's working with the space pirates, which is fine. It's kind of what I expected they would do, but
yeah, I like games which have like characters that are like strictly independent.
Yeah.
Or like they just work by themselves. They don't have like goons or henchmen or whatever you want to call them that just like do their bidding, where they just work by themselves.
That's kind of what seemed more like accurate to Silex, because even in Prime Hunters, there was a guy who was like with the space pirates. I think his name was fucking like Weevil.
Yeah.
Like he was a space pirate guy, so like I don't know, it just seemed like, and they fight each other, so it didn't really seem. I'm sure his intentions will make sense with the game's plot, of course, but
yeah,
I don't know what he's doing. But it looks like he could control in the trailer. Like he has the Metroids behind him, and they aren't like trying to fucking kill him or the space pirates, so he might be able to control the Metroids, which is
Super Metroid.
Which is interesting because that means maybe he has the people who can control the Metroids have like Chozo DNA. They're like bird people.
Yeah.
There's a specific like race of bird people that can control them. So potentially he's a bird person.
That fucking bird that I hate.
Or part bird person. I don't know. We'll see.
Super bomb moment.
Yeah. Thank God I have one. These guys in this tunnel spawn ones a bunch. I remember that much. You have Prime 4? It's gonna be great. It's coming out next year. Only one more year, gamers. I don't know how like early.
You've waited 7 years. What's another 8th?
Honestly, and that was like another thing. Like whenever, because there's like what Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was a thing.
Yeah.
Where people were complaining about how long they had to wait because it was like a 2-year wait. It was like, oh, boo-hoo, 2 years. That's so long. How will you last? Like, all right,
shut the fuck up.
Like I'm over here at fucking like year 6, year fucking 5. Like
you got Breath of the Wild,
and they got like a trailer with like shit to show. 7 years ago, it was a logo for Metroid Prime 4, and that was it. Like, you at least had like something to grasp on. This trailer that they just did is the only thing like showing like what the game will be about.
Yeah.
I mean, people assumed it would have Silex as the main villain because of all the hints of the past, but we didn't know until now.
Wasn't like a factual certainty.
Yeah. I want to make a prediction that they'll have. Do you remember Kraid?
Yeah.
The like big green fat guy.
Yeah.
That we fought in Zero Mission. There was always they were planning on putting him in this game as well as like Meta Kraid, since we have Meta Ridley, but he didn't make it into the game. So I'm thinking they're gonna put him in Prime 4 potentially because so many people talk about it. It's always like the did you know gaming. Kraid was supposed to appear in Metroid Prime 1. And even like there's like those videos online of like every Kraid boss fight from over the years. They'll use the Meta Kraid like because I think there's like I don't know if it's an official concept art or something, but there's like a known like Meta Kraid fucking image, and they always use that shit. It's like that's not real. It doesn't show up in the video. It's fake.
It's bait.
Yeah, it's fucking baiting people. And he's not even like that like metallic. He has like a dome head, and that's it. I refuse to accept it to be bad. I don't think it would be though. They don't mess with this shit.
They just don't make them.
Yeah, they just don't do it that often. And especially because, they even, a part of the reason it took so long for development of shit is that they like restarted halfway through. They're like, this turned out like badly, and we don't want it to be bad, so we're gonna restart.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Like it's trade-offs. Like you're getting a better product, but at the cost of like waiting fucking probably 5 more years or whatever.
With like mostly radio silence, like no like.
Yeah.
But because the original Prime 4 was not being made by the people who made this one. It was Retro Studios. It was originally like wasn't being made by them, and then whoever was working on it just fucking sucked so much, I guess, that they were like, "All right, listen, Retro, come back, babe, please,
come back, babe,
and make this game for us," and that's what they're doing. So I have faith. I believe in them. They've got a good budget and shit too. Like it's not some other company that doesn't like fucking No More Heroes 3 or anything, where then they don't have any fucking money, so they can't do what they want to do. Like they should be good on that front. And it's cool. I'm glad it's gonna be on the Switch as well.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was gonna have to buy the next console like immediately just to play it. Because that was another thing when people were talking about like the leaks of like when that direct happened, people thought they were gonna announce Switch 2, and I was like, oh my god, like Prime 4 is gonna be Switch 2 exclusive. Because people would be like, oh, it's gonna be so like graphically intense that they're gonna need a better hardware, and Prime 4 will be able to showcase that.
Yeah.
But luckily, it's not the case.
I know they made like what Switch OLED or whatever.
Yeah.
I know that's not like a sequel console, but like
Yeah, it's like it's like barely a noticeable difference like at all. Like
know.
in portable, the screen's slightly bigger, and in portable, the colors look slightly brighter. Because that was the thing with Metroid Dread, where they're like, if you play it on the OLED, it's more colorful, like because it's a very gray game.
Yeah.
So it's slightly more colorful. It's still gonna be gray. They didn't like change the color scheme of the game, but
Instead of being full gray, it's part gray.
yeah.
It's gray and brown, or gray and black.
Actually, Dread's pretty like white.
Oh, okay.
Now that I think about it, because there's like those white robots. They have like their own zones in each area, and all of their zones are white, which kind of sucks. But
Yeah. Getting like permanent eye strain from it.
yeah, it's just I don't like. Dread is one of my favorite Metroid games, but like the location is really not that interesting. It's like I think someone described it as like you're like exploring like a giant warehouse, basically. Like it's not as
Is
vibrant.
that the most recent one?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I remember you playing that.
Yeah, I played that a good amount. The thing is like, you know, you say maybe the environment isn't that interesting, maybe the music isn't that memorable, but the gameplay is so fucking good. It's so... Because they did a remake of Metroid 2 on the 3DS, these people who made this one,
Yeah.
Mercury Steam, and they made this one. And the remake of 2 was pretty good for the 3DS, because the original 2 was on like the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to like redo. And they introduced like the melee counter where like enemies, they'll try to like punch you and you could hit them with your gun like physically and you'll get to like stun them and shoot them for free basically.
Yeah.
And you know, it was all right in that one, but they like improved upon it so much in Dread where like in the 2 remake you could only do it while like standing still. And basically every enemy had so much health that the optimal thing to do would be wait for them to attack you and then counter them and kill them in one hit.
Yeah.
But with like Dread, not only can you like just shoot enemies to kill them, like the classic way, but you can keep running and counter, like you can just run right through and like beat the shit out of them. It's very satisfying, very fun, very good. I actually just replayed it recently. After the Prime 4 announcement, I had to get some Metroid in.
To get your reps up.
Yeah. Because I was playing Super Metroid on my original Super Nintendo, because I had replaced the save battery in it, or so I thought, because it worked for like 48 hours, and then it deleted all my save data again. I was literally like final boss away, because the game takes like 3 hours to beat. I was like, I'll just take a break and continue in the morning or something. It was just gone.
You need to sit down and fucking rip through Yakuza. Because
Yeah.
you gave me that to try. And I downloaded the game, opened it up, and then had to leave. And then just fucking forgot to play it again.
Yeah.
Your text was like, the English dub is fucking terrible.
Yeah, I think they offered in that one, but it's just like, because I know, like, some things it's like, it's fine, like English dub, but like, you don't do that with Yakuza. You just don't do that. And especially, because some games don't offer it. Some do, some don't. So I feel like, I personally would be bothered by the Switch.
Does
but
it have
also
like
the dub
subtitles?
Yes.
Okay.
They're all subtitled,
That's fine.
which is fine. It's good. It's like another thing is like with Kiryu, he's like the main character, of course. In Japan, like the voice actor who plays him, like he can really sing, like he's good at it, and they like use that in the games because there's like karaoke. But the English guy is fucking terrible. Like it is so bad, and it's funny because like for the most part it's just like side content, it's whatever. But in Infinite Wealth, there's a scene where like he does it like with his friends, and they're all talking about like, oh, we've heard he's a really good singer, and like we know he's a really good singer. And that scene just like makes no sense if you do the English dub because he's the worst fucking singer they've ever, like, oh god. It's just bad. Especially, you can see a lot of memes from, like, Infinite Wealth and like a Dragon with those dubs, because there's so many, like, shitty moments in that one. 2 different playable characters, both with their own 3 different fighting styles. It's good. Majima's way better than Kiryu, but
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
you told me about how you and Dylan disagreed on it.
Yeah, Dylan and I had arguments about which style's better. I said Breaker's better because you could do fucking head spin, which knocks every enemy on their ass, like, constantly.
I know you said it was baseball bat and boxing gloves or something, right?
It's just breakdancing and Slugger is
Okay.
the other one. That one does have a baseball bat. Can I get some fucking health, boys? Can anyone drop any health? But because you get, like, super armor for one of Majima's, like, spinning bat moves.
Yeah.
Nice, that thing just despawned right in front of me. But it's like, it doesn't work for some bosses. Bosses will, like, power through your super armor for that. But, like, with breakdance, you can, like, keep fucking moving.
Stun lock.
And you can, because, like, the first few hits, because you have to do, like, 4 normal jabs before you can start head spinning. You don't have to hit them with the jabs. You could just throw out jabs at no one and then head spin into them. Like, you don't, that's what I would usually do, is, like, start the head spin, and then if you keep, because he does the head spin, and if you keep mashing triangle, he gets down on the ground and does, like, the, like, lower, like, spinning around.
Yeah.
So while they're on the ground, he's hitting them on the ground. And then you run away once he's done with that, because they all have to get back up again. And then you start doing your jabs at no one while they're getting up. And then by the time they're up, you're back on your head spinning again, and you're knocking them over again. They're like, just stuck. Like, what are they going to do? They're going to do nothing. They're going to die.
It's a perfect cycle.
They're going to get their ass fucking beat. But that one's probably one of my favorite ones. A lot of people don't like Yakuza 2 or Yakuza Kiwami 2, but that one's also one of my favorites because it's so fucking silly.
Yeah.
Because Ragdoll, of course. But also, they added, I don't know if this is in the other ones or not, where you can hold weapons, or you could always, like, hold weapons on you, like, keep them with you. Because there's spur of the moment weapons where it's like, pick up a trash can and start, like, hitting people. But usually you can't keep that trash can once the battle's over, or, like, a traffic cone. But in Yakuza 2, you can pick things up and just, like, put it in your pocket, and you're like, that's just yours now. So, like, in a later battle, you could just use that shit. And what's really great is because you have, like, a heat meter where you can do special moves when your heat meter goes up. And every item, when you have a held item, you can use that heat meter to, like, do a move. So you can whip out all your items and just, because every time you use a heat move, if you keep spamming the same one, it starts doing less and less damage.
Yeah.
So you have to keep spicing it up. So you can have, like, 5 different items, and your heat moves never really, like, get tired.
Yeah.
So you can keep just doing it over and over again. Or you could just keep, because items have durability. So if you hit people too many times, eventually it'll break. But my funny story is that, like, for the final boss, like, it's a serious, intense moment. I brought these poles that let you do this weird heat action where you jam the pole up their ass, and then, like, they get stuck, and they do this, like, weird dainty pose. And then Kiryu, like, it's, like, already, like, kind of in their ass. He goes and he punches the stick, and it goes, like, farther in. And then, like, drool comes out of their mouth, and I just kept spamming it on him, and he couldn't do anything about it. Because it's supposed to be, like, in the lore, it's supposed to be, like, an honest, like, one-on-one fist fight, like, no weapons. And then you pull out this, like, 5-foot pole, and you just keep jamming it up his ass. It's like, I was dying laughing, dude. It was awesome.
I have this, like, love for games which are, like, serious but, like, goofy as fuck at times. So, like,
Yakuza's, like, the perfect balance of that, where, like,
yeah.
you could be so invested in the story seriously, but you could still do goofy shit, and it somehow doesn't pull you out of, like, the experience.
Yeah, like, there are, like, moments in GTA like that where it's, like, super fun and, like, wow, this mission's super cool, and then you'll get, like, fucking launched into orbit over nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'll just, like, get back right into the game, like, nothing just fucking happened.
There's another heat action. I think you could do this in Zero, where, like, sometimes there's, like, food vendors on the side. I got, like, you could get, like, an orange, and I was fighting this boss, and he ended up, like, on the ground, and you could do this heat action where you place the orange on their mouth, and then he like stomped their face and like jammed the orange like down their mouth. It's so there's like one where like it's like for like the clothes, like the dryer you put on, you can like grab people, like grab their face in it. I don't know where you get that. I've only seen pictures of it. Because there's like one part in the game where this like thug shows up. It's just because you get attacked by like random street thugs.
Yeah.
And one of them is like, I don't like you strutting around like a damn peacock around here. And you have two dialogue options. One is like, okay, sorry. And the other one is, I peacocked your mom last night. And I always see the meme image where they like pick, I peacocked your mom last night. And then the other image is just like, Kiryu burning his face with the fucking heating iron. It's just good shit. And it's another funny thing, like, because they always... It's a big deal that, like, Kiryu never kills anyone. But there's so many things he does in the game that, like would kill someone, but it just doesn't. And it just makes it funny.
Like jamming someone's ass with a metal pole.
Yeah, over and over again.
Yeah, I want to play through the Yakuza games, and then after that, I want to play Persona 5 and, like, actually chew through the game.
Yeah.
I, like, didn't get super far with it.
What's funny is... That's the most eventful one, because you said you were like bored with it.
Yeah.
That's the most eventful. I guess Persona 4 is maybe comparable, but Persona 3, there's not much going on for like the first 40 hours.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's kind of chill that way, but like, I was surprised by how little was happening.
I also just don't think I was like super like interested in Persona 5.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't like going into the game like really excited about it. I think I just like downloaded off the like Game Pass, or it was like free on the Xbox store. Or
Gay
whatever.
Pass, more like.
Pretty much. My brother really likes the Game Pass, so you know, I just fucking leech and parasite off of him.
No,
so
I mean that makes sense.
he's paying for it, not me.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I feel like I already did save, and that was redundant. But
oh well, whatever. But so I think I played it for a little bit, but I didn't go in like excited about it.
yeah.
So
I can't say. I mean, the game is fun. The game is good, but I can't quite like how I'm telling you about how you could like smash an orange down a guy's face.
yeah,
There's no levels of smashing an orange down a guy's face in Persona 5.
well, yeah,
But so I can't recommend it to you in that way. But
yeah,
what's really fun is more of like the combat, just because you can make like the most busted ass fucking guy.
yeah.
Like, because there's my go-to guy is he's called White Rider. He's like a skeleton riding a horse or whatever. And with the abilities that you can get, because there's different like types of moves, of course. This is the Omega Pirate, by the way. They were experimenting with Phazon, and this is their best result, is this fucking guy. And he's one of the only bosses you could scan before the fight, but I didn't do it because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so the guy, White Rider, he has two different moves that like boost gun attacks to like 75%.
Yeah.
And he has a move that does gun damage to every enemy like in the battle 2 to 5 times. And he also would have auto attack up for the entire party, and auto defense up for the entire party, and auto evade and dodge for the entire party. And that wouldn't cost any MP for all 3 of those auto things. So you'd pretty much just like one-shot like every guy you would go up against, because you were just too strong.
Yeah. I've been playing Darkest Dungeons again. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
And there's a class in the game called Men-at-Arms, which is like supposed to be this like, you know how there's like how they line up where you get like 4 slots.
Yeah.
He's like supposed to be in the front, and he like just tanks damage and like beats the shit out of stuff.
Yeah.
He has like a certain like thing he can hold that'll make him like just ridiculously strong and able to boost his teammates like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like a fairly like average boost. It gives you like more damage and like dodge chance or something, which is like, you know, it's useful and like good to have if it's there, but you're not like using a turn for it if it's like the option.
Yeah.
You can give him that, and it makes it like so fucking strong that you just drop all of his attacks, put him in the back, and just make him like a fucking boost gremlin.
Yeah.
He just buffs the hell out of your team and makes him like ridiculously strong. That game's
Hell yeah,
great,
dude.
but I want to play the second one because the first one pisses me off too much.
I don't know if the second one would be any better in that regard, but it seems cool.
Well, I think the thing that I don't like the most about Darkest Dungeon is the like permadeath system,
Yeah.
and like you lose them forever. It's like, I know that's like the charm of the game, but like
Yeah.
in the second one, there's no like, you don't like lose a character.
Yeah.
It's like if I grow really attached to one of my characters, I just keep them.
That's part of the thrills, dude. Dying for permadeath.
Dying for my country.
Yeah, that's part of the thrills. I'm trying to... Oh, fuck, we missed it, dude. I tried to fucking one-cycle him, but I pressed the fucking morph ball button. Now we're stuck here for even goddamn longer. You can one-cycle him. He does this like phase where he turns invisible, use X-ray, and he has to heal in the pools of Phazon. And if you super missiles on him like 3 or 4 times, he just dies. But I whiffed the first one because I fucking pressed ball button by accident. Wouldn't have happened on the GameCube version because the buttons are so fucking big. You don't press them by accident. And they're so spread apart.
Shooting his ACL.
Yeah, you have to break his fucking bubbles. Boink. You gotta shoot his shoulders. And he's supposed to fucking kill these guys with shockwaves, but somehow they've stayed alive. Because what the game wants you to do is like, oh, kill the little enemies while he's trying to recharge, and while you have time, shoot him when he's trying to like heal himself.
Nope.
Ignore the enemies. He usually kills them with his shockwave move. Sometimes they'll grab onto the walls, like they are right now, to try to avoid it. But usually they're pretty dumb and they don't do that. But this one guy is this fucking genius, apparently. Because he's not getting off the wall. Or he's really lucky, I don't know. Charge it up. So the strat is just like kind of hop around to like dodge the fucking guys he spawns and wait until he shows up. This is easier to dodge them in the GameCube version. I'm just gonna say that. It's not my fault that I'm not winning. Sounds like he's gonna spawn over here. My surround sound system. Ooh! You hit him. Look how much damage that does.
Holy fuck.
And now, but he still has to heal himself, so he's gonna spawn somewhere else. Sounds like he's actually good. Oh. Oh, so close. Does that count? That count? No, it didn't count. He has like 1 health left. We have to get him right now. I cannot go through another phase. Okay? I did not want to go through that shit again. But yeah, you could one cycle him if you're paying attention. God, and he crushes you.
Damn.
Oh, fucking Family Guy falls on you. He burns away. But we get one of the coolest upgrades now. So it's all worth it. Once he stops bubbling. Oh, you get this cool new suit. Shiny. This is the Phazon suit. Which means all that Phazon we've been seeing that burns me and hurts me.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me no more. I can walk through that shit all I want. This is always a cool thing with the Prime games, is like the 2D games usually, like you get various suit, you get gravity suit, and that's it. But the Prime games give you like cool, weird suits.
Yeah.
Like this one probably like the least amount, just because you have the Phazon suits, like different colors. But like Prime 2, especially, you get some like weird fucking ones.
Crazy shit.
Yeah. But it's just kind of cool to see the new. I'm wondering. I'm really excited now. I just didn't think about this until now. What cool suits we'll get in Prime 4? What new shit? I hope we get some cool shit. So we're gonna. The game wants us to go when we were in that room. You're supposed to walk through the Phazon for the first time and all that shit. But we're now in the end game right now. So we need to go get fucking Chozo artifacts, and there's one back here that is just isn't. There's no convenient way to get this one, other than just like walk back the way you came. Oh my god, jump scare. Stay away from me. So we got to go back from whence we came a little bit. There's a spiral room we can go through, and it's really inconvenient. Here, this is the room. Yeah. So it's just like right in the middle of like, because you could go up through that elevator. There's no. It's not near anything.
Chode artifact.
The Chodos, more like Ridley after genociding their entire race. Chozos. Like, come on, man. Okay. I don't know why he blew up. That was not me who did that to him. I may have shot in his direction, but that's not what killed him. Did he touch the Phazon? Does the Phazon just blow him up?
I don't know. I mean, it didn't look like you even shot at him.
No, but it should be Fission Metroid. He shouldn't be blowing up from that shit. Because he's mutated himself. Ugh. Get the fuck out of here. That's a strat that'll help you later in the game. There's a part where you got to go through this huge ass room. There's like a million of them. They keep respawning infinitely. Just run through the room, and anytime they latch onto you, blow them up with that, and you should be good. And the final boss as well. Just some gaming facts for all you gamers who don't know fucking shit about this game. Man, it's society, am I right, fellas? Look at this Skip.
Fucking thumbs down.
These idiots over here. They're like, oh, let's wait for her to show up and fucking blow her up. Oh, that was close. If I used a grapple beam, just skip that shit. Don't target him now. Leave him alone. Whee! Grapple beam's fun. In this game. In the game it's introduced, fucking sucks. Because it's jank as hell. But there's a lot of... It's in Super Metroid the first time it shows up. There's a lot of cool skips you can do to just ignore the grapple beam. Don't have to use it. It's just rough. It's fetch with Rough Ruffman. Callback. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Didn't even watch Fetch with Rough Ruffman. Do you even know what it is?
No.
He doesn't even know what it is. Can you guys believe this right now? That I'm on the same couch as a guy who doesn't even know what Fetch with Rough Ruffman is? From PBS fucking Kids? With the orange dog who made kids go on epic quests? It's like almost like a game. Oh my fucking god. Leave me alone! Fire pushes you down. It was like a kind of like game show thing where like these little kids would go on an epic journey. It was badass. Sort of. Actually, I kind of hated it as a kid. Because I'd want other shows to be on. And it was always Fetch with Rough Ruffman. Like, I want Word Girl to be on. But it'd be Fetch with fucking Rough Ruffman. I'm like, because sometimes you'd be in the mood for it. But, like, when I think about it even now, I just remember, like, at one point having a fever and, like, watching it. So I just associate it with, like, having a fever. Like, being sick. Yeah. Watching Fetch with Rough Ruffman being just fucking ill. Like, sitting on the couch. Maybe I just, like, watched too much TV that day and it made me feel fucking, like, ill. I remember like my eyes hurting and just feeling weak. Yeah. It's terrible.
Decaying.
Yeah.
But, rotting away.
Yeah, rotting away with Rough Ruffman. But yeah, because Word Girl was the best show on PBS Kids. And Wild Kratts was also pretty good. That's probably second best, but
love Wild Kratts.
And yeah, like Cyber Chase was pretty good, but the like learning, the stop to do learning was way too harsh on that show. Because all PBS, oh my, get me out! All PBS Kids shows had some sort of like learning aspect, but how much do they shove it in your face? That's what you're really looking at. Yeah. And Cyber Chase is like, stop the plot entirely. We need to do math. Wild Kratts are like, oh, we'll throw in a few little facts about animals, and animals are a fun thing to learn about. Math, you're like, I don't want this.
Who gives a fuck? Get out!
And you learn about like
out of my face.
aardvarks and how they break through termite things. You're like, let me hear about more about that.
5 more termite facts, please.
Yeah, and Word Girl, like there was like no learning at all. She would just like teach you like one new word. She'd like use a new word, and then the villain would be like, "What's that word?" And then she'd define it, and you'd be like, "Oh, cool. I sound smarter now. I know this word now."
I learned a singular new word.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm smarter right now than I was 5 minutes ago by one word.
And they had good recurring bits, like well, there was, I think it was either the sheriff or the mayor. Whenever his catchphrase would always be like, "If this happens, I'll eat my hat," and the thing would always happen, and he would always like have to eat his hat, and he started to enjoy it. Where I remember there's one scene where he's like sitting down for dinner, and his hat is just like on the plate for his table.
Dinner.
He loves his fucking hat dinner.
Yeah, he loves fucking eating leather or whatever.
Yeah, because it was a big cowboy hat.
Yeah.
But
cloth.
That and like whenever the villains were doing something, like there'd always be this guy like with long hair and glasses who would be like running away and be like, "Help!" And then he would like describe whatever the villains are doing, like, "Chuck the evil sandwich making guys attacking the town." But he would always happen to do it like exactly where Word Girl was at, and then people would be like, "Well, why are you telling us this?" He's like, "This isn't the police station." And then they're like, "No, this is the supermarket." There's a time where he showed up to their house. Like, he was at Word Girl's house. He knocked on the door. He's like, "Help!" And then he says the same thing. And it's funny every single time. It's like with Phineas and Ferb, where, like, they have the Dr. Doofenshmirtz thing. He says, "Curse you, the player of the platypus," every single time, but it's always funny.
Yeah.
It's never not funny. It's like that level. Where they hit it right.
Every single time.
Every single time. He's like, "Help!" It's classic. Because they change it up enough where, like, he always at new locations. Because he can't find the police station. He doesn't know where it's at. He'll try anything, though.
Yeah, he just refuses to work with the cops.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he actually knows who Word Girl is, her secret identity. He's like,
He loves vigilante justice.
Yeah. I mean, she's getting shit done. I don't think the cops really do much of anything in that show.
Good.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
Where Word Girl's the only one doing anything.
Word Girl stands with ACAB.
I just remember, and we might have talked about this at some point, but like the Invincible finale of like the dad and Mark like fighting.
Yeah.
Stolen from Word Girl. Happened to Word Girl first. Where there's someone from, oh, this is the way I came. There's someone from her home planet who comes. Her home planet of Lexicon, by the way, shows up and they fight each other. And there's like they fight because there's like the subway scene, of course, where he like smashes his son through the subway station.
Yeah.
Where they even go like the subway and they do like very similar shit there. All I have to say is Word Girl's literally just better. Better show. Can't change my mind on it either.
Yeah.
I don't care. Word Girl's better.
Word Girl clears Invincible.
Every single time. Can you get the fuck out of the way? You're really like right in the way. Okay, your funeral, dude. If you want to die that badly, bro. Like, I was gonna let you live if you just would get out of the way.
Nope.
I had to decapitate his ass. But look, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. But I know where they're at. I'm a smart guy. I know where they're at. Don't
You're
go
a
that
smart fellow.
Yeah. I have a lot going on right now. In my mind. A lot of formulas going by. How to beat the game as efficiently as possible.
You're doing like calculus and shit.
I'm so good at calculus, dude. And math in general. I don't need a calc.
I'm doing it all in my head.
Yeah. I basically am a calculator. My friends used to call me in high school. Human calculator. They give me random. I'm like Rain Man. They give me random numbers and tell me to count. Guess who counts every time? Me. I like it with the Phazon suit. There's like a slight like outline of like air around it to protect you from the radiation.
Radiation.
We should create Phazon in real life by going to Chernobyl and getting some of that good shit.
We're scooping the elephant's foot.
Yeah, and just put like blue fucking 40 or whatever the shit that is called. And boom, Phazon. Real world Phazon.
I think it's like decaying.
The elephant's foot?
Yeah.
Like, how quickly?
Like, not super quick, but I think it is at like a noticeable rate.
We're running out of time, is what you're saying.
Yes.
To create real life Phazon with the elephant's foot.
Every second we wait, we get further away from it.
I want to make the full elephant. Fuck the foot. I want a full-size elephant.
I want the elephant's head.
The elephant's tusks.
I want the trunk.
Hell yeah, dude. I want the full thing. I want to recreate the entire elephant. But look at this. I can see where they go no matter what now. Because usually they would disappear or some shit.
Yeah.
Not gonna work this time, bud. I've got you right where I want you now. Hit him with the super missile, because that just does the best damage. Look at him, he's already dead. He's going to Evan. Like the fucking Migos when they play Minecraft. I'm going to Evan! Yeah, so this is where we need to take the Chozo artifacts. This is where it's telling me to go right fucking now. I don't have enough, though. It just thinks, because I've never been in there, they're like, he's probably confused where he has to go next.
Yeah.
But I'm prepping, bro, to go there.
There's no point in going twice.
Yeah, because I'm going to go there and I'm going to be like, I already know that I needed to get these, but I didn't get these. It'd just be embarrassing. My Chozo ancestors would laugh at me right in my face. It'd be just terrible. It'd be unforgivable.
A fucking bird that I hate.
Blow off his jaw. What was he, mogging? He mogged too hard, his jaw blew up?
When the shorties are talking to me. My jaw like explodes.
That is me when the shotties are talking to me, which they don't. So it's good. That's why I can still talk to you right now.
Yeah.
So my jaw's still intact. Get jaw replacement surgery. Get a cool metallic jaw. That'd be awesome. Like Raiden Metal Gear Rising. Get cool skeleton teeth. The hoes would love it. So you really don't want to miss this fucking thing, because if you don't get this, you gotta go through all that shit again. Okay, you gotta grapple onto this fucking thing. We got it, we're good. No embarrassing moment. There's times where I just like slip and fall from there, and if you want this missile tank, you gotta walk the whole way back through all of that shit right there. It's a nightmare. They play that Night at the Museum music right there, part 2. Good shit, dude. Night at the Museum 4. What's your reaction?
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
Did you know there actually is one?
There is?
It's animated, and it's really badly animated.
Oh my god.
And it's about his like son or something.
Larry David.
Yeah, I haven't watched it actually, so I guess I shouldn't talk. Maybe it's good.
See, the first two were like pretty good. I like thoroughly enjoyed both of the first two.
Exactly. Me too.
And they made a third one.
And then made a third one. It's very oddly depressing, especially at the end.
Yeah.
And with the context of Robin Williams being fucking dead.
Yeah.
But because it's like, why does he need to leave his homies behind? Why is that a plot point that needs to happen? Remember, Larry Daly quits for no reason, and they all technically kind of have to die because they're like the tablet needs to go to this other museum. Fucking get stuck. Get in there. It's like, why? That made me sad.
I see, like, Robin Williams is like one of my favorite like comedians and actors. It like depresses me because he died on my fucking birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That sucks. Picked a bad day for that shit.
Yeah, he was on so many in so many movies that I really liked as a kid.
He's a funny guy.
He's in Aladdin and Night at the Museum, and some other movies that I do know now that I didn't know then. But
Jumanji.
Jumanji, that's what I was thinking.
He's falling through the floor. Gets attacked by the CGI PS2 monkeys. I love the PS2 monkeys with the shotguns. I remember, you see those like, did I already get this? I guess I did. There's like posts where it's like, the third picture in your camera roll is who you have to like live with for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I had one of those, and my third picture was the PS2 monkeys from Jumanji. And it was specifically a shot of them like in the cop car with shotguns. It's badass. I would love to live with them.
I watched another. My two of my favorite movies of all time both have Robin Williams in it.
Yeah.
There's Good Will Hunting and Dead Poet Society. Are both really good movies.
Nice.
He's one of the main characters in both of them.
He's a good actor. He's a good guy.
Good Will Hunting is a very good movie though.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
Good.
It has Matt Damon in it too. No. Yes, that's Matt Damon. Never mind.
It's good.
It was at like the very beginning of his career, so he didn't look the exact same as he did then.
Now they're gonna make Bad Will Hunting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be terrible.
Bad won't vegan.
I think we want the one that goes south. Potentially.
Well.
There are none in Talon Overworld. So that's a relief. Remember when did you watch the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon?
Yeah.
The battle droids would say that's relief and shit. I felt bad for them. Kinda. They were so innocent, these battle droids. They would like mutilate them.
Yeah, they're getting sent to their death.
But honestly, I think the Jedi were fucked up because they had like living human beings as their army.
Yeah.
Whereas the bad guys just had like robots. Like, oh, they're robots, whatever.
I mean, they had like somewhat like sentience, but not really.
Yeah.
They're still robots.
It's more humane than breeding humans and forcing them to be
like a slave race to go die in war.
Literally, like they're just raised to be in war. That whole thing never made fucking sense to me. Where like there's like the weird bounty hunter that tries to kill them. He runs the clone operation that they're buying from. And he's the clone? I don't know. And there's like weird long neck, like fucking giraffe people working. I don't know. Someone just commented on a really long time ago Skylander video where you talked about your desk getting flipped and they found it relatable. Someone out there relates to your life. Your experiences.
I'm glad somebody else had to deal with that.
Yeah, they just commented that today. That's why they tune in on the channels, because it's raw, it's real, and it's relatable.
Yeah,
everyone's been through what we've been.
A disorganized mess as a child.
And the teachers being, can you fucking die?
I mean, I'm not. I still am now. Like, don't get it twisted.
But there's no teacher to flip your desk.
Yeah, I just will flip it myself.
You learn nothing from the desk flipping experience.
Nope.
It almost shows that flipping a student's desk does nothing but terrorize them.
Yeah, it does nothing but intimidates me.
Yeah.
Intimidates a 7-year-old.
Let that be a learning lesson for you.
Yeah. I'll never forget it.
Teacher. If she's still teaching. If only I knew any fucking third graders I could talk to and be like, hey guys, you still got that lady there working there? Hey fellas. I'd tell them to watch the Skylander videos, but they're too young. Even though it's a baby game, they're too young for the baby game.
Yeah. SMH.
If we had like Fortnite videos or something, maybe. I don't think we have anything that would appeal to them. Sorry, babies.
You gotta watch other videos.
You gotta watch Ryan's World. It's Ryan's World. We're just living in it.
That's true.
Oh man, I feel like Ryan's World is such a good example of like you'll never truly be happy because like you're like a little kid and you're like, oh, I want all the toys in the world, and it's like, oh yeah, I always want that. But then you're Ryan's World and you get every toy in the world and you're jaded as shit and nothing matters to you anymore. There's like you'll always want something, but once you get it, you'll run out of like happiness for it.
Yeah, you'll eventually be like, well, fuck this, I don't want this anymore.
Ryan's World is a lesson to us all about the quality of our fucking lives and greed, materialistic greed. Jeez, man, relax.
It ain't that serious.
He didn't even get a hit in on me. That was pathetic. He was hiding in that vent for like 15 hours. He jumps down. I just shoot him 3 times. He's done. Like, jeez.
Waited all that time and for what?
Yeah. And I would have left him there. If he honestly should have just hid in there. I never would have gotten him. I probably would have forgotten he was even in there. If I saw Samus, I would hide. Especially if I'm on her fucking enemy team.
Yeah.
Not gonna engage in that. It's not like anyone would really know that you hid or anything. I just wouldn't be a fucking space pirate. There just doesn't seem any like appeal to that.
Yeah. You just get like tracked down and killed by everyone.
Yeah, because I imagine that like Ridley's the type of guy to be like, "You failed me for the last time," and fucking kills his own guys too. So I feel like you could hide from Samus, but then really gets pissed off at you, and he's like, you fucking corporal, yeah, I'll fucking execute you in front of the troops to teach a lesson about cowards." It's like, all right,
sure, fine,
the
whatever.
fucking Federation would be doing this to me right now. They don't do public executions like you do, fucking asshole. Like, I wouldn't want to work for the Federation either. They fucking suck too. But I mean, they're not doing public executions. You know?
Yeah, they like pretend.
Yeah, they pretend to be good, at least. Get him out of here.
Ridley's just like, I'm gonna eat your parents and you're gonna like it. Like,
Well, maybe that is better. You know, like he's not lying about who he is.
yeah,
Federation, you know, they're sneaky snakes, but
it's like Fallout New Vegas, where it's like the Kaisar's Legion is like actively terrible. They're like slavers and shit. But like the NCR just like pretends to be nice,
exactly.
and they're like just as bad.
One thing I've noticed, because I've been playing a lot of like 2D Metroidvanias, no one really just tried the 3D Metroidvania thing that much, like the way this is.
Yeah.
Because there's some games where like you could maybe consider them a Metroidvania. They're like not really, but like Dark Souls, like it's like non-linear. There's like rooms like this, but I don't know. I wouldn't consider it a Metroidvania, but I just haven't seen any other attempts like this at all.
It's just this.
Yeah, just this. There's like a lot of 2D like Metroidvania shit. Like a lot of people recreate that type of thing, but not for 3D. You can kind of see the like the glowing aura off of the fucking suit, and I like the blinking lights on the red. That's good. Good dissect it like fucking Stephen A. Smith when they ask him what Pikmin he would bring to fight Emperor Ballbacks on his fucking show.
They keep asking him like.
I like that he takes them all seriously.
Yeah.
Like the Pokemon, like which starter you choose? He's like, I have Charizard here. He's got the claws. He's got the fire. Like he really goes into it. He really thinks it out. I really appreciate that from him.
I love Stephen A. Smith.
There's like one where someone like calls in about like cars, where they're like, this one guy's your goat, but what about Lightning McQueen? And he like actually knows like Cars lore. He's like, but Lightning McQueen doesn't have the most piston cups. He's like names like this one guy that's like not even mentioned in the movie about like he has 7 piston cup wins. He's like fighting this guy over the telephone about it.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith has gone from like renowned sports commentator to just like talking about whatever the fuck he wants. And it's awesome.
Well, it's funny because he always tackles it with the same energy he would with like sports or something, where like he has a good objective angle at it. He knows what he acts like he knows what he's talking about, at least for the stuff he doesn't know. But like, sure, when he's actually talking about sports, he knows what he's talking about. But
for the most part,
yeah. When he's talking about which Pikmin he would bring to the Emperor Ballbacks fight, I forget which ones he picks. Maybe he definitely didn't want the white ones. I think he wanted the purple ones, maybe, or no, the black ones, the rock ones, because they look chunkier. You know, they look more battle ready. Such a weird thing for him to talk. It's like not even. It's not even mainstream.
Yeah, it's not even like tangentially related.
Yeah,
like
it's like everybody knows what Pokemon is. Like fucking everyone knows what Cars is. It's the Pikmin 4.
Pikmin is like,
And to fight the Emperor Ballbacks.
it's like a specific fight of a game.
Yeah, because I mean they show Pikmin from like Pikmin like 4 and stuff, or at least Pikmin 3. And Emperor Ballbacks is like the one final boss. So, but he's also in other games too, I think. So I don't know which Emperor Ballbacks fight we're talking about. You should have asked that question. Now, which Emperor Ballbacks fight are we referring to? For Pikmin 1? Or perhaps the side boss on Pikmin 2 in the cave? He like knows which exact fucking cave it's in. Because that depends on which Pikmin I would be able to choose from. Which ones I need to bring for the cave beforehand. Because in the Emperor Ballback's cave, there's many puddles of water, and you'd need water Pikmin in order to be able to get through that. Otherwise, the other ones would drown. Just like a full fucking... he needs to talk more about Pikmin, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I need to hear more about that.
I need to hear Stephen A. Smith talk about anything but sports.
Yeah. Honestly. It's so interesting what he has to say about that.
He's such a fascinating person.
Take a look, y'all. Image.jpg.
379.
Yeah, like, fucking... Take a look, y'all. That's such an awesome fucking tweet. Take a look, y'all. I wonder what the image was.
I wonder.
It's probably like sports statistics or something.
It would have been something like that, because that was when he like took his job seriously.
It's a picture of the Emperor Ballbacks. Take a look, y'all.
Maybe that's what it was.
It's his Pikmin carrying off the corpse of Emperor Ballbacks to the Onion. Fucking defeated Emperor Ballbacks, y'all. Hell yeah, dude. We should if we play Pikmin, we should ask him to come on and play with us.
For sure.
Get him into the lore. Now watch out for the Snagglebeak. There's 3 of them that spawn underneath the ground right here. I just want him to know everything about Pikmin. He just needs to be like the lore keeper of Pikmin.
Yeah, forget the NBA, forget the NFL.
Pikmin lore keeper. He knows. He is the Picklepedia at this point. He knows so much shit.
He doesn't need to know about anything else anymore.
Like he knows fucking everything about it. Like he knows like how many polygons are in a fucking 3D model of a Bulborb. Like like down to the fucking finest detail.
Like the most like obscure, like random stuff.
And he can do it like in an instant. Like he immediately fucking knows it. Like if he was on a quiz show specifically about Pikmin facts, oh my god, they better watch out.
One.
Yeah, he would instantly know every single fucking fact. That would be so raw. Holy shit. I'm getting excited just thinking about it, dude. I wish it was real. That's the problem with our fucking realities. That's not even real.
One day.
If you can dream. That is something beautiful about human mind, though, is we can still dream about these things.
About seeing Stephen A. Smith talk about Pikmin.
Yeah, we can still imagine Stephen A. Smith being the fucking Pikmin expert. Knowing more than the Picklepedia. It's like Fahrenheit 451 where they memorize all the books. Except he just knows Pikmin lore. Ask me anything about Pikmin, I know it. He just runs like the Pikmin like wiki, the fan wiki. He removes all other moderators because they don't know shit as well as he does.
That's just him. He does everything.
He has like a 3-strike basis where you get like something like even slightly wrong. It's like, that's a strike. One more and you're out of here. Like, but no one can ever keep up. Like they always make some sort of mistake. And he looks through all the past like articles too. Like he scans through them to fix them all. And he finds the author of each one. He's like, all right, which user did this one? He doxes them too.
Yeah.
All right, Pick fans. The moderator that posted the article about the fucking Bulborb, the mini Bulborb, go to his house and fucking throw all your Pikmin that you have against his windows. Shatter the windows.
Mob his house. Do it all. I don't care.
He rallies them to like incite physical violence.
Yeah.
On fucking people who don't know the Pikmin lore. All you real pickheads out there will fucking obliterate this man in real life.
Obliterate this twink.
They still have a show on ESPN though, but it's like it's Pikmin themed.
Yeah,
they couldn't get him off the network. Like he fought them for that.
They owe him a lot of money if they were to get rid of him. So
I don't know, Steven. I mean, it's not really sports related.
Don't care. I want to see the Pikmin.
He fucking like he has like Pikmin plushes. He throws it at him. He makes the noises, dude.
Instead of having other co-hosts, it's just him and other Pikmin puppets.
It's just like Pikmin plush setup. Now, that's a good point, Purple. I like what you mentioned there. They review like player videos of like them, like the efficiency.
Yeah.
Now you have a Dandori issue right there. I mean, that's pathetic. That's a common Pikmin slang for those you don't know. He like looks to the side. But then, if anyone like admits that they didn't know that, like they're banned from ESPN
forever.
He calls their like cable provider and unsubscribes them from the ESPN package. They can't watch it anymore.
They don't get refunded.
And he comes on like right before and right after like any game, like any baseball game, any football game. Like he's
not even just like once every year. He just comes on like
like every game.
He's on like the side during the game.
he's at the game with Pikmin there.
He's like he's like interviewing the coach or something, and there's like Pikmin off to the side going like whatever noises they make.
He's just like visibly fucking bored the entire time.
He's like, yeah, sure, that was a great play.
Whatever.
I have 4 Pikmin who could do that shit. Whatever.
He's like
yawn.
He's on a Switch like all the fucking time playing Pikmin, perfecting his fucking plays. Dude, oh god, I wish this was real.
Stephen A. Pikmin.
But like you couldn't avoid seeing him on ESPN, and he would be able to detect like that you're not a Pikmin fan, like that you don't know it. So that's how he'd be able to ban you from ESPN. And ESPN would end up going bankrupt because no one would be able to watch. Because no one watches ESPN and plays Pikmin.
Welcome to Band World.
Welcome to fucking Band World.
And Stephen A. Smith would get taken off of it. And then he'd start his YouTube channel over about him talking about Pikmin. And we start all over again.
Yeah, the cycle continues. And then ESPN begs him to let them play their sports on his Pikmin channel.
They pay him money to play the games on his channel.
Yeah, they just host it. It's like a live stream. But then it's like constant. There's like Pikmin ads. Like, you know, like cable, how they have like things of like coming up next.
Yeah.
Except it's just like Pikmin related things with him. There's one in here that I just neglected to get because I was not paying attention. I was talking about Stephen A. Smith and Pikmin. There's one in there. There's one, remember when we went to the pirate base?
Yeah.
There's one smack dab in the fucking middle right here. And then there is, I think, one right out here in Fendrena's Edge. Probably where that little jut thing is sticking out. So let's just go hit a save point, and then we can finish it off next time.
Yeah.
You ready for this jump shot?
Oh my
get the
God.
camera! Stephen A. Smith reacts like MLG clips. Now that was a good shot there. You notice how he span around 3 times and threw the tomahawk up into the air, and somehow it landed on another player and was the winning kill of the game.
And he ladder stalled.
That was just a magnificent play.
Magnificent. I ain't never seen a plane like that in years.